Science versus Genesis. Did science kill God? When the class was surveyed and wrote down their ideas, some of the key ideas and common threads were that you can believe in both and still do. God doesn't exist, so he can't really be killed. No people still believe in God, but not as many. Yes, the evidence has outweighed the claims of Genesis. Science provides extra evidence, but has not killed God. They both contradict each other and share different views around society. He was not killed, but damaged his reputation. Following these statements, further research was done on the Genesis perspective. So how does the reading of Genesis interact with science? There is a young Earth's creationist. Here there is a conflict with radiocarbon dating and evolution theory. This is dated back to Adam and Eve around 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. The day age theory. Here there is encounter with macroevolution. Macroevolution is the major biological evolution change, especially with regard to the evolution of whole taxonomic groups over long periods of time. Then, the literary reading of Genesis. This reading is taken and a part of the lyrical, poetic, and polemic genre. This perspective is directly written to directly attack surrounding creationist myths, but it does not answer any scientific questions. Overall, if the reading and perspective of Genesis should be read literally and as a historical statement, it can't relate and contradicts evolution. On the other hand, if Genesis is meant to be read allegorically, which it has been since the 3rd century, it has no conflict with evolution's theory. The meaning of Genesis is conveyed through a subtle but sophisticated means. Finally, the first 2 chapters of Genesis thus provide a precise step-by-step account of God's creation process, but this comes at a great cost as it conflicts exactly with the theories and evidence with evolution and science.
Here are some glaring contradictions. Evolution says that sun was before the earth. Genesis says that earth was before the sun. Evolution states dry land before sea. Genesis says sea before dry land. We have a special guest to finish us off.
Gentlemen, hello. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nelson Scott, commonly known as the Scottster, beautiful man, and the closest shore has to Robin Williams.
Or Jesus.
Jesus is a better term. I've actually known as the J-Man amongst numerous groups that I'm affiliated with. So what are we discussing here?
Well, we're discussing whether science killed God.
Oh, fantastic topic. Fantastic topic. I don't have an opinion, right? But I do know one thing. I suck at science. I'm a decile tenor, so it's not really my thing, you know?
Okay, we have Mr. Anderson here. We want to ask you, sir, what are your thoughts on the statement, science has killed Christianity?
Science has killed Christianity. Quite the opposite. There's a great deal of scientific evidence to prove stories that have been written in the Bible. All kinds of scientific evidence, whether it be archaeology or whether it be even these days forensic evidence. So science has not killed creation or hasn't killed Christianity. It has given greater meaning to it.
Sir, what are your thoughts on evolution theory and Genesis theory?
The question is very difficult to answer in a brief period of time. But the creation of the earth has many different stories, some scientific and some human. And in Genesis we hear the story of the birth of humankind in God's creation. And then there are many other theories, scientific, that have developed as the earth has matured unlike some boys in my class who are immature. So we stick with Genesis.
I'm so fancy. Can't you tell?
We're here with Miss Mansfield. Ma'am, do you think that science has killed God, and why do you think what you think?
Okay. Take over. No, I don't think science has killed God, because for me they're reasonably separate things. So I don't think science disproves God, nor do I think that science necessarily proves God. But there is too much within the science world for me that still hasn't been explained. So, you know, I don't know that, I don't sort of literally believe what's in Genesis say. Like, I don't think necessarily that that's designed to be taken literally. I guess that's a history thing, that, you know, oral stories and oral traditions and those sorts of things. So I don't think that, you know, ideas of evolution necessarily counter what's, what Quirk was doing behind my back. I don't think that sort of discounts religion. So I guess to sum all that up, no, I don't.
Thank you, Ms.